Well, good Thursday morning. You're taking a live look over a beautiful downtown Macon. The time is now 6:30 a.m. on this April the 21st. Happy Baby Friday. I'm Wanye Reese.
And I'm Caitlin Heck. We've had some beautiful sunrises all week, really.
Very much so. And I love that live look of Macon because it always feels like so warm and it has like a glow to it.
Yes, very inviting, although still a little chilly out there this morning, Courtney.
That's right. Yeah, chilly, not cold like yesterday morning. Really a lot nicer out there. I do have to quickly give a shout out though this morning because I promised his mom, Caden Pacheco. He's turning 10 years old tomorrow. His birthday is tomorrow. I did a class visit with his school a couple weeks ago and his mom says he has been nonstop talking about the weather since then. So we love it. We might have a future meteorologist in the making. Happy early birthday, Caden. I hope it's wonderful. The weather will be nice for your birthday as well, just like it will be today. 53 right now in the city of Macon. So yes, you will need a jacket as you head out the door. Temperatures right now generally in the mid 50s. So Macon's one of the cooler spots. 56 in Warner Robins, 58 in Montezuma, 55 in Dublin, 57 in Eastman, and 58 in Milledgeville. We're upwards of 19 degrees warmer than this time yesterday. We have that cloud cover you saw on our sky cam to thank for that. Also our wind direction coming out of the east. Both of those things together, working together to give us that warmer start. Partly cloudy through the first half of the day, mostly sunny as we head through the later afternoon with highs near 80 today. And we're going to continue to see temperatures climb into the start of next week. I'll have those details in a few minutes.
Thank you, Courtney. A teen now faces murder and aggravated assault charges following the deadly shooting of his dad in Warner Robins.
The police department says it happened just after 6:30 Tuesday night on Virginia Drive after a domestic violence situation. Officers found a 35-year-old man shot. He later died at the hospital. Police say there was a fight between the man and an 18-year-old woman. They say that's when the man's 16-year-old son took out a gun and shot his dad.
Neighbor Kendrick Brown lives just feet away from the home where all this happened.
Altercation with their family broke out and stuff went sideways, man. People got shot, people died, people lost their lives.
He says a teen charged was part of a group of boys that he actually mentored. Brown says what happened can't be undone and there will always be a lasting memory.
You know, it's just a message to everyone out there, you know. A life is easy to take, but the pain that it brings is hard to deal with.
The 18-year-old woman got hit by bullet fragments. She is now out of the hospital after getting treatment. So far, police have not released the names of any of the people involved.
This is just one of 3 homicides in the past week among family members or people that are living together. Another happened in Sandersville on Saturday and another in Gordon on Monday. The Georgia Commission on Family Violence says that in 2020, law enforcement got reports of over 42,000 family violence situations. If you or someone you know is experiencing domestic violence, it's so important to know that there are resources here in Central Georgia. We have a list of ones available right now on our website. You see it there. That's at 13wmaz.com.
A man is dead after a standoff at a Macon home. The Bibb Sheriff's Office says it happened at a house on Thomas Drive near Ollie Drive. They say just before 3 yesterday afternoon, deputies tried to serve a warrant there, but the people at the home locked themselves inside. Coroner Leon Jones says the standoff ended around 7:30 last night after a man inside shot and killed himself. He identified the victim as Sotero Colon. Investigators served a warrant for 42-year-old Stephanie Ayala. She is charged with rape, party to a crime, and false imprisonment. And the original suspect in a Macon triple homicide may be cleared after authorities say another man confessed to the killings. In November of 2020, investigators charged Ronald Green Jr. with killing 3 people at a Macon boarding house. He spent 17 months in jail, but Bibb County jail records show Green got out on bond this week. We spoke to his attorney Floyd Buford, who says another man was on their radar during the investigation.
I wasn't completely surprised about it, but my client was very happy to get out because he's been adamant through this process that he's been innocent.
Last month, Charles Rowland pleaded guilty to murdering Twiggs County couple Fred and Peggy White. Now he's serving life in prison. Since then, Twiggs Sheriff Darren Midgham says Rowland confessed to other murders. They include the killings of Alice Randall, Alaric Cornelius, and Chester Novak in that Macon boarding house.
The time is now 6:34 a.m. Let's get you to your state news. Employees of the Apple Store inside Cumberland Mall in Atlanta filed for a union election with the tech company. They're the first to do so in the U.S. Over 100 workers filed a petition yesterday under the Communication Workers of America labor union. An election could happen next month. Our station in Atlanta reached out to Apple for comment. They did not respond to the petition, but they did say they value their employees and listed the benefits that they offer in addition to wages. In election headlines, Governor candidate Stacey Abrams wants a federal judge to shut down a committee's fundraising efforts. It's a group that can take unlimited contributions and one Governor Brian Kemp controls. Abrams says it's unfair that Governor Kemp can raise money for his committee now, but that she can't until after the May primary when she clinches the Democratic nomination. A judge previously denied Abrams' request to be allowed to take unlimited contributions now. The same judge also earlier ordered Governor Kemp not to spend money from the committee on the May 24th primary. U.S. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene is now appealing a federal judge's ruling. It allows a challenge on her eligibility to run for re-election to continue. Last month, a group of voters filed the challenge with the Secretary of State's office, alleging that Greene helped facilitate the 2021 Capitol riot.
Well, happening today, Macon-Bibb Mayor Lester Miller will announce the county's goals for the next year. He's also set to recap some of the county's accomplishments over the past year as he gives his 2022 State of the Community address. The Greater Macon Chamber of Commerce says the event will happen today from 11:30 to 1 at Luther Williams Field. We will live stream it for you on 13WMAZ.com. And it's been about a month since the pinkest party on earth came to Macon, but we are now learning just how much green the Cherry Blossom Festival brought to the city. The 2022 festival saw the return of tour buses for the first time in 3 years. And Gary Wheat with Visit Macon says the hotel occupancy rate hit 80%. He says the festival brought over $3.3 million to Macon's economy. A huge portion of that was hotel revenue from out-of-town guests.
When you can get over 80%, you're almost full. And for us, the average of the 9 nights during the festival was well over 70% occupancy. So a great week, a great festival for our hotels.
The festival logged about 3.5 million visitors, including people who came more than once. All right, the time is now 6:37. I credit some of that to the great weather we had during the Cherry Blossom Festival.
Yes, the weather was very nice. I do remember that one Saturday, I believe it was, towards the end where it was super windy outside.
That's the day that I went. But other than that, I mean, we really didn't have too much weather get in the way.
Yep, it was definitely beautiful. The cherry blossom trees started to bloom, and then, we kind of had that stretch of severe weather, but it seems like things now are getting better.
Yes.
That's right. The spring roller coaster that we're on in Central Georgia. You just kind of got to hold on tight because you never know when it's going to dip or it's going to climb, because that's how it is. And right now we're on the uphill climb temperature-wise after what was a very, very cold morning yesterday. In fact, we bottomed out in Macon at 37, and the record for yesterday for that overnight low temperature was 31. So we got fairly close to that. Any morning you're in the 30s in mid-April, you're getting close to a record. That's really cold. All right, everyone. Well, here is your setup. You're looking at satellite and radar. What's going on, at least across the southeast. We have high pressure that's starting to push off the coast, and what that's doing for us is bringing in an easterly wind. So, of course, what is to our east? The Atlantic Ocean. Yes, although it is a couple of hours away from us here in Central Georgia, we still get the influence from it, just like we also get the influence from the Gulf of Mexico, which is close to 5 hours away from here. Either way, we also have a cold front that's to our north. That is helping to build some cloud cover this morning, also bringing a few light showers to far northwest Georgia. That's not going to bring any rain to us today. This will all start to fall apart as it moves off to the east throughout the day, and high pressure will again be the main dominant factor. So as high pressure really builds in again this afternoon, we'll start to see a decrease in this cloud cover, but it really is making for a beautiful morning. And these, in fact, are stratocumulus clouds. Now that the sun has risen a little more, you can see the cloud profile on this a little bit better, but overall a really beautiful morning. And feeling nicer out there, this cloud cover is acting a little bit like a blanket, trapping in some of that heat from the day yesterday, which we did have plenty of. We ended up topping out in the mid-70s yesterday. 55 in the city of Dublin. You can see the dew point slightly higher. Yesterday we had dew points in the 30s, today the 50s, which is still comfortable. The moisture content's just slightly higher, and we do also have that easterly flow to thank for that. Of course, the Atlantic Ocean, not only does that pull in a warmer air mass, but also clearly there's a little more moisture over the ocean than there is land, so that is going to help increase that dew point. 56 in Warner Robins. We're at 53 in Macon, 57 in Gordon, 54 in Forsyth, 60 down in Unadilla, 54 in Butler, and 55 in Wrightsville. It's a chilly morning. You'll still definitely need a jacket. Through the afternoon today, temperatures will climb into the upper 70s and low 80s. We will see a decrease in cloud cover today. We'll have mostly sunny skies by the time it's all said and done, but nonetheless a really wonderful afternoon. And we will continue that warming trend. Temperatures will head into the mid 80s by the weekend. It looks like we're going to be near 90 on Monday. Now, I will have a little disclaimer here. Some models have been saying We're going to head into the low 90s on Monday. I'm just not brave enough to put that on the 7-day just yet, but just know that is not out of reach for us. And then Tuesday, that's when our cold front moves through the area, so that'll put us in the mid 80s for Tuesday. And then beyond that, not only will we get slightly cooler, but also the air will get very dry. Humidity will be very comfortable. So the good news is, while we're warming up, our humidity is not going to soar. We'll have dew points in the low 60s for Monday and Tuesday, so it's not going to be super comfortable, but it also won't be super sticky either. So that's some good news. Now, where is our next cold front? It's not the one to our north. You have to go all the way out to the Pacific coast to find it, bringing some winter weather to parts of the Pacific coast. Now, while the air is very cold behind that front, thankfully it's not going to put us back in the 30s again, but it will offer us a rain chance on Tuesday as we head into the afternoon and evening. So scattered showers, maybe a few thunderstorms will be possible. I have us at a 30% coverage right now when it comes to our rain for Tuesday, but that could go up, that could go down. There's still some fine tuning to do, but either way, behind this, we're not going to have a drastic drop of temperatures like we had with this last cold front earlier in the week. We'll have temperatures become more mild when it comes to at least late April. 7-day looks like this: 80s as we go all the way into Tuesday. We'll be in the mid 80s by the weekend, upper 80s Monday. That rain chance Tuesday along a cold front, and that'll put us back in the mid 70s as we head into Wednesday.